This video is intended to help students review their official financial aid offer. This guide will focus on the first page of the notice and highlight some areas about which students and parents often have questions. The official financial aid offer's purpose is to break down certain costs of attending JMU and explaining your options for paying those costs. Students will be notified of this offer by an email to their Duke's email account. Parents will receive notification of their eligibility for a Parent Plus loan to the parent email listed on the FAFSA. Once available, the official financial aid offer can be accessed and accepted by a student through their Student Center on MyMadison. I would like to begin by saying that the cost of attendance is not a bill for the student. It is an estimate of billable and non-billable costs broken down between the items below that may need to be paid while attending JMU over the academic year. All students are billed for tuition and fees. JMU does assume that the student will be full-time, 12 or more credits, for each semester. It is important to note that depending on the courses taken by the student, there may be other fees not listed here, such as lab fees or course differentials that may be added to the bill. Now let's talk housing and meals. Housing and meals are the average cost for living in a dorm on campus and the standard meal plan for 1 year. Both of these items are billable expenses. All students living on campus are required to purchase a meal plan. Students that live off campus will have the same estimates for this section. However, their bill with JMU may be lower depending on their personal choices. Any student living off campus does not have housing billed to them by JMU. However, they are able to use financial aid to pay for their apartment, commuter meal plan, and food they may purchase outside of JMU. If a student living off campus would like to purchase a commuter meal plan, they may do so through card services. For students living at home or with family, there will only be an estimate for meals in this section. They would not be budgeted for housing if they are living at home. If a student would like to purchase a commuter meal plan for when they are on campus, they may do so with card services. Moving on to books and supplies, this is just an average cost for students. This number will not show up on a bill from JMU, but a student will need to purchase these items themselves. Students should try to purchase or rent their books before the start of each semester. Transportation and other educational costs are built into every student's cost of attendance. These are not billable charges. This part of the cost of attendance estimates the cost for things needed like having a car on campus, tickets for buses or planes home, as well as toiletries and other miscellaneous items needed throughout the year. Again, you wouldn't have a bill for these items. They may be necessary outside purchases, and the cost is dependent on each student. Grants and scholarships are free assistance from federal, state, university, or outside means. This section includes any merit-based JMU scholarships awarded at the time the official offer is issued to a student. Breaking it down, a Pell Grant is a federal grant awarded to lower-income students, whether in-state or out-of-state. Your FAFSA is used to determine the amount of Pell Grant awarded. Grants from your state include VGAP, the Virginia Guaranteed Assistance Program Grant, or the Commonwealth Award. These awards are for in-state students that filed their FAFSA by the March 1st priority filing date. JMU uses the FAFSA's expected family contribution, or EFC, to determine if a student qualifies. Your EFC is calculated by the Department of Education when they receive your FAFSA. Other scholarships you can use are outside scholarships that you apply for on your own. These will only be listed here if you reported the amount to our financial aid office through the supplemental information sheet. I would like to start this section by acknowledging that this form is a standardized form prepared by the government, and this section can sometimes be misleading. The net cost is a technical term that amounts to the total cost of attendance minus any grant or scholarship assistance. This number is not your remaining bill and does not include any loan options chosen to help pay your bill. To add up your true net cost, add your tuition and fees, plus your housing and meals, subtract any free assistance in the grants and scholarships section, and this would be your total net cost you or your student would need to pay to JMU. If you have an amount for federal WorkStudy listed on your official financial aid offer, you can apply for a federal WorkStudy position here on campus by going to the JMU website under the Job Links section. WorkStudy is not deducted from your JMU bill. The student would receive a paycheck, as if they were working from home, that would help offset any personal needs. Please keep in mind, though, that all students have the opportunity to work through institutional employment. JMU actually offers a larger number of institutional employment positions than they do federal WorkStudy positions. These positions can also be found under the Job Links section. Moving on to loans, this section details the student's federal direct loan amounts they are able to borrow. Loan amounts are based on the total number of credit hours at the time of awarding. Incoming freshmen are awarded $5,500 for the academic year, with that amount increasing to $6,500 as a sophomore and $7,500 as a junior or senior. The loan total can be split between two loan types, subsidized or unsubsidized. For subsidized loans, the government will pay the interest on the loan while the student is in school. For unsubsidized loans, interest is accruing on the disbursed amount. All loans are 10-year loans and will go into repayment 6 months after the student graduates or drops below half-time. Please don't be confused here. The family contribution listed here is not the expected family contribution, EFC, that is reported after completing a FAFSA. This family contribution is simply the cost of attendance minus grants, scholarships, work-study, and student federal loans. This section details other means of paying for a student's education and includes payment plans through the University Business Office, military benefits, 529 prepaid plans, and Parent Plus loans. Parent Plus loans are also 10-year federal loans that a parent can choose to either start paying right away or defer until 6 months after the student graduates. We've made it through the first page. If you are interested in borrowing a Parent Plus loan or accepting the federal student loans, please view the other videos found on the official financial aid offer page. Please remember you need to file a FAFSA every year starting October 1st. Hopefully this video has helped answer your questions about the official financial aid offer, but if you have further questions, please contact our office.